Hello, my name is Janet, and welcome to the 21-day series, The Healthy Benefits of a Daily Yoga Practice. And today is day 18. And on each day, I present to you a way that yoga can help address something that we all deal with in our wellness. And today is more mental, emotional, and very physical, and that's heartbreak. It's true. We all have heartbreak. We lose people we love, relationships end, things are sometimes disappointing. And what can happen to our anatomy is because we're feeling bad, we start to round forward. And as we round forward, our head moves forward. Now your head weighs somewhere between 10 and 12 pounds, I've been told. And for every inch that your head moves forward, it's 10 extra pounds of pull on the musculature of your neck. So our practice today will help realign the spine, open up the heart, and help us overcome a broken heart. We'll take it gentle, we'll take it easy, so grab some props. I recommend that you grab some blankets, at least 2, and have some blocks and a strap if you've got it. And anything can be used for a strap. Perhaps a belt or a necktie is good as well. So have that nearby. And we'll start seated with 2 blocks close by just in case. And take one of your blankets and fold it over so that you have a little bit of cushion for your tushy. So as you come to seated on your mat, I recommend 2 blocks because for some of us, it is difficult to sit like this and the blocks might be placed beneath your knees. So that just gives you a little added boost. If you're still uncomfortable, try adding an extra blanket beneath your seat. The strap is nearby. We'll be able to grab that in just a little bit. If you're working with any shoulder injuries, be extra cautious on lots of these movements as we're going to be really opening up the shoulders. The muscles across the chest, the pectoralis muscles major or mostly, will tighten and shorten if we spend a lot of time like this. And the muscles in the back will spread out and lengthen and weaken. And then it also can weaken the abdominal muscles. So we want to try to lift up nice and tall, and even if it's hard, roll your shoulders down and back. As you sit here nice and tall, let's bring one hand to the heart and place the other hand on top of it. And close your eyes for just a moment. How is your heart feeling today? If your heart is hurting, I'm sending you a little extra love. And I ask that you give yourself compassion, kindness, a little extra love yourself. It's not easy, and heartache doesn't go away easily or right away. It takes time to heal a broken heart. And yoga can help with that by simply adjusting our posture. So roll your shoulders down and back to sit up even taller and adjust your breathing. It's very likely if you're working with a broken heart that it's hard to breathe. You might even be crying. And that breath can be short and shallow and panting. It can even make you dizzy. So it's helpful if you can slow down your breath. And you slow down your breath and maybe even seal your lips and see if you can breathe in and out of your nose. And if you need a tissue to blow your nose so you can breathe through your nose, go ahead and do that. So as we move through our gentle practice today, keep bringing yourself back to the breath. Slow it down. Bring your awareness to the shoulders and keep rolling them down and back. And try to sit tall through the spine. If it feels like your head is falling forward, lift it up just a little bit and push it back. Nice. And then open your eyes and place your hands on your knees or thighs. Lower your chin to your chest and watch the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe nice and slow. And then ever so slowly start to roll your right ear towards your right shoulder. And very gently lift your gaze up. Take your left ear over towards your left shoulder and allow your chin to roll down. Do this 3 more times to the right on your own. Moving nice and slow. There's no pain in this movement. It's gentle, loving, and easy. And when you feel that you have rolled those extra 3 rolls, 4 in total, or maybe you've got an extra one in, then come to center and let's go the opposite way. We're gonna start really slow, simply dropping the chin to the chest, taking a few breaths here, just noticing the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. And then ever so slowly, roll your left ear towards your left shoulder. Lift your gaze up, letting the head fall back. Right ear toward the right shoulder, and then chin to chest. Do the same amount of revolutions to the left as you did to the right. 4 or maybe 5. Try to remember, and if you don't remember, it's okay. Just complete at least 4 rolls to the left. And then bring your head up to neutral. Look down at your legs, noticing how they're crossed, and send the legs out in front of you, wiggling and moving and stretching them out. And then recross them with the opposite leg in front. And at this point, your hips might start to release a little bit if you want to try releasing the blocks if you're using them, just to see how that feels. Shifting maybe a little bit on your blanket so you can sit up nice and tall. Let's work on the shoulders. Roll your shoulders forward and then take them up. And then slowly send them down and back. Can you feel your heart open? Let's do that again. Breathe in, take the shoulders forward, and as you breathe out, roll them down and back. Again, big shoulder rolls up toward the ears, and down and back. One more time. Good, down and back. Take your arms and stretch them out like the letter T. Identify your left arm and sweep it underneath the right, giving yourself a little hug. And as you hug yourself, close your eyes for a moment and give yourself a little added self-love. What do you love about yourself? Maybe you're a wonderful friend, you're a lovely daughter or mother, maybe you're really nice to talk to, maybe you love to read and you're really smart. Think of something about you that you love. And then open your eyes up if they're closed. And we'll take the lower left hand to the upper right elbow and send the right arm straight out in front of you. Now relax your shoulders down, sit up really tall, keep the right arm strong and straight, and begin to draw the left arm across your chest. The right shoulder's gonna wanna hunch up, so send it down, and just feel the stretch through your shoulder, through your right shoulder. Good, a couple more breaths here. Open it all the way out wide. Your arms are out like the letter T. Turn your thumbs down, reach your hands behind your back and see if you can clasp your fingers together. And then send your fingers down toward the earth back there. Really feel your chest space open. Lift your gaze up, feel the stretch in the front of your neck. Just taking a couple breaths here, feel your throat open up. Feel your breath flowing slowly. And then bring your head back to neutral and send your arms back out wide like the letter T. We'll do the other side as the right arm sweeping underneath the left arm. And give yourself another big hug. Close your eyes. Think of something else you just love about yourself. Maybe you love your beautiful blue eyes, or maybe your gorgeous black hair. It could be something as simple as that, or something deeper like I'm a peaceful person, or I love the way I handle the stress in my life. I love the people that are around me because they love me too. I am loved. And then open your eyes and let's take the second side. So the lower right hand comes to the upper left arm and the left arm reaches straight forward. Relax your shoulders down, grow nice and tall, and then guide your left arm across your chest. Big stretch for the left shoulder. Just breathe slowly and deeply. Feeling the relaxing, the letting go, the soothing movement of stretching, the breath flowing and the muscles relaxing. And then relax that and sweep your arms all the way out wide like the letter T. Turn your thumbs down, reach your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers at your tail, maybe unlace your fingers and bring the other thumb on top. The first feels weird when you make the change, but be willing because change happens and we're learning to evolve to change here. As we send the knuckles down toward the earth, squeeze your shoulder blades toward each other and lift your head up, lift your gaze up. Feel your heart opening up. Healing as you breathe, nice and deep. Slow and even. And then slowly release. Let's check out our legs, looking down, stretch them out in front of you, wiggle them around. And then recross your legs with the other leg in the front and go ahead and grab your strap if it's nearby. And take your strap out in front of you, holding onto the strap nice and loose. Separate your hands a little bit more so that you can bring your arms high over your head. Start to press your chest forward, maybe even lift your gaze up. Just get a nice little heart opening stretch here. And then bring your head back up and your arms a little more to neutral. Some of you might need your hands forward a little bit. Let's take a little side body tilt over to the left. Lift your gaze up and to the right. Try to pull the arms back just a little more if you can. No pain in this, just a little added stretch through the chest, through the heart. Come back up to neutral. Let's go the other way, tilting to the right. Pull the arms back a little if you can, looking up and to the left. Really feel your heart space open. Good. And then bring it back up to center, really loosening your grip so your hands go wider. And if it's possible, take your hands behind your back. If you're working with a shoulder injury, don't do this part. It could aggravate it. If your shoulder feels pretty good, then work with me, breathing your arms up. Loose grip so the hands can slide out, and then bring your hands down in front of you. Do it again. Inhale your arms high overhead. Exhale the arms down and back. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down in front of you. Breathe in up and breathe out. Take it down behind you. Good. Let's leave the strap behind us for a moment as we sit up nice and tall and add a little twist, a little change to the practice. Take your left hand to your right thigh and take your right hand and rest it back behind you. Breathe in to grow nice and tall. And as you breathe out, begin to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, find length, and exhale, twist further. Breathe in, lift, and breathe out, twist. One more breath here. Inhale. Stay twisted to the left as your breath flows out. On your next breath in, come back to center, and let's breathe out to go the other way. Left hand to the right thigh, right hand behind you. Lift up tall as you breathe in and twist to your right as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist, looking behind you over your right shoulder. We have 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. One more time, breathe in, lengthen, and breathe out, twist deep. On your next inhale, come back to center. Let's get into some seated stretches. I recommend at this point you come off of your blanket, set it aside, and have your strap within arm's reach. Let's begin with bound angle. Bottoms of your feet will connect as your knees fall open. Pull your heels in towards your groin. Lift up nice and tall. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, hinge forward. So there is a belief, and I believe it, I've experienced it in my life, that relationship issues, broken heart, can actually manifest for sure in a rounded chest, but also in our hips. So if your hips feel tight, hopefully this will help release some of that tightness and help you process some of the relationship losses that are part of growing up, part of life. So take a couple more breaths here, just sending your body forward as you allow your hips to release. And then slowly rise up. Let's slide the heels away from the groin until you create sort of a diamond shape with your legs, and hold on to your shins, lift up as you breathe in, and begin to bend forward as you breathe out, really feeling your hips release. Go as light or as deep as works for you. I tend to notice this one more in my lower back and in my glute muscles, my butt muscles. Just observe how that feels in your body. And slowly begin to rise up. Let's take our legs and put them directly out in front of us. It might be helpful to pull the flesh of your tush back just a little bit. It helps to have a strap for this stretch. Take the strap, throw it over the bottoms of your feet, lift up nice and tall as you breathe in, and begin to hinge forward as you breathe out. Go as far as you comfortably can. Folding in on yourself, just a reminder that when we're working through a broken heart, we're struggling with heartache, it's okay to turn inward and feel what it is you're feeling and process the loss. Write it out in a journal, whatever helps you. Practice more self-care, take long baths. Snuggle your cat or dog. Reach out to a friend and talk to them. Share your heartache and let it process through. Let's take the strap, rise up, release the strap, and open your legs wide like the letter V. Alrighty, big hip opening stretch here. This might be it for you. If it is, stay with it. Your legs might be closer than mine are, or even further apart for some of you. And we're just gonna softly walk the hands forward. Just feeling the release of the hips as we move forward. If you stay with it for a little while, maybe we'll stay here for 20 and 30 seconds, you'll find that your body goes a little bit deeper. Just staying with it, your body will start to release. How's your breath? Keep it flowing nice and slow. And then slowly start to walk your hands back up. Put your hands to the back of your knees, bending your knees, bring your feet onto the mat in front of you. I'm going to turn so that I can share with you our closing posture, a heart-opening Shavasana. It could be difficult, it might be a little uncomfortable, but try it if you like. We'll use our 2 blocks for this, and we'll take them to the back of the mat. One block will lay at its lowest setting, and that's going to support your rib cage. And the second block might need to go up a setting to comfortably support your head. As you begin to come to lying down on your blocks, you will want to maybe come to the elbows and see how the block aligns. You want it to come to the lower tips or even slightly lower than your shoulder blades or approximately where your bra strap is for us ladies. And as we begin to lie back, adjust your head, adjust the height of the block if you like, until it feels supportive, so it feels comfortable. And then if your low back is tender, you might place your feet on the outer edges of your mat, bringing your knees together to touch, and that'll help relieve your lower back. A traditional Shavasana with the legs spread out, straight out is good. Or if you're really willing to open up the hip stretch that we added, you could do that here in bound angle by bringing your feet onto the mat beneath your seat and allow the bottoms of your feet to connect. As your knees begin to open wide, soften into this as best you can. And remember, this is healing for your heart. It's self-love. So if this doesn't work, maybe get rid of the blocks and lie on your mat. Maybe choose not to do the hip opener. Close your eyes if you're willing and just settle in. Opening yourself up to love again if your heart is broken. Or maybe it's just a little too soon for even thinking about that. Open yourself up to healing from heartbreak in this dynamic heart opening Shavasana variation. I hope this practice has helped heal your heart a little bit. Give it time. Take care of yourself. Keep practicing self-love. Be mindful of your breathing. When we struggle, our breath is short and shallow, and when we heal our body and feel relaxed, our breath flows deep and even. So allow your breath to flow deep and even. Even forceful, deep breathing might help you feel a little more healing. Take good care. I hope you feel better. Thank you for commenting about the video. I hope it helps you feel better. Your insights are important to me. Your healing matters. Share if you will. Share our channel for Yoga Club if you will. And thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. The love within me reaches out to the love within you and sends you healing love energy.